Hello, Shay here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is March 1st for me. Hopefully I can get this out today. It is Wednesday, March 1st, and it is the official start of Mermaids and Magic. Yes. If you are participating in Mermaids and Magic 2023, welcome. If you're not, no big deal. There's no pressure. You don't have to be here for that, but our event is officially starting today. So we will be talking about Mermaids and Magic. It is the event, the diamond painting community event that I'm hosting with my best friend, Randee, who's also known as You Can Call Me Butter here on YouTube. And we are doing this event together. It is an annual event. It's our second one. Last year was so much fun that we decided to do it again. So this is going to be the first whip and chat. Whip, W-I-P, means work in progress. And this is going to be the first one. And what I will be doing, somewhere in this video, I will be asking you to put in a word. Somewhere, I'm going to it's a secret word, right? So just watch the whole video, kind of pop it in there somewhere, ask you to put a certain word in the comments. And I want you to not just put the word, but put it in a sentence, okay? Don't say giveaway, don't say prizes, don't say anything like that. We want to keep it kind of secretive. And what I will do is, next week, I will draw the winner, okay? Let's just get into it. I'm so excited. Let's talk about what we are giving away this week, okay? Or what's going to be this week's giveaway, but I'll announce it next whip and chat. It is none other than Munimade, you guys. Yes, Munimade is one of our sponsors. She does have several different, she started out with 3D printed trays, and then she went into Coverminders and then drills, and now she is doing diamond paintings. So she's got so much stuff out there. So definitely go check her out. I'll have her link down below. But she was so gracious and so kind and donated a small and large tray. I got to be careful because my diamond painting is exposed. But again, these are 3D printed. Does come with the lid, okay, and the stopper. So cute. It's got the little diamonds on there. So you will win a small and large tray. Okay, so that's going to be this week's giveaway. Now, this is open to US and international. The only thing that the caveat is if international does win, then anything over $15, we'll ask for you to pay that shipping. But Liz over in Canada donated $50 towards shipping costs. So if anyone does international win, we will pull from that pot of money and help with the shipping costs, okay? We wanted to leave everything open to everyone. And during this event, we will be having there'll be gift cards, there'll be actual prizes, there'll be things that will be sent from the actual company, so from the small business. So yes, but today, I just wanted to focus on Munimade. Thank her so much for donating a small and a large tray. That's just awesome. And I'm sorry, y'all, just got into it. I was so excited about the trays and about the giveaways. So yes, definitely watch the whole video. And then definitely follow Randee. You can call me Butter if you haven't already. Follow her, and she's also going to be doing weekly whip and chats with prizes. She also has a set of trays. So I'm not sure what she's giving away this week. It might be trays. It might be, we have a ton of sponsors, you guys. So just be on the lookout. So let's talk a little bit about the event real quick. It is for the month of March, and it is anything mermaids and anything magical. Okay, so that's fantasy, unicorns, fairies, dragons, you name it. It's pretty open. It did not have to be a new start. So what I'm going to be working on today is a diamond painting that I actually started at the beginning of February 1st. I'm almost done. I was going to pull out my new painting that I was going to be doing for the event, which is a Munimade painting. But I just want to finish this. I'm so close. I only have 4 squares left, you guys. I'm on the very last row. I didn't want to put it aside, and I was like, y'all will understand. I just want to finish it and have a finish. So, and again, it didn't have to be a new start. So yeah, keep going with what you're going, and hopefully next whip and chat, you will see my new painting. But this does work because there are mermaids in here, right? Of course, you can see mermaid here. So it definitely worked for the event. So I just thought, yeah, I'm going to keep going. All right, I'm all over the place, so you have to forgive me. I have missed you guys so much. I did not do a whip and chat last week, did not do a live the last 2 weeks. So I've missed you guys. I'm like, where do I even begin? I just got back from a crafting retreat. We got the event to talk about. There's so much to cover. So let me just take it down. Breathe. Okay. How are you guys? How are you doing? Hopefully y'all are doing good. I miss, like I said, I missed you guys. I miss hearing from you. Some folks have checked in. Yeah, everything's fine. But before we get into that, let's talk about what I'm using. Okay, so again, I'm doing this diamond painting today. And here it is. It's Matchmaker's Maze. It's a Diamond Art Club. It's from Mandy Manzano. And I'm so close, you guys. I'm like right here. I'm almost done. So hopefully you'll see a post on Instagram or a post review video deciding on what I decide to do of this finish. So I have really, really enjoyed this painting. So I'm using that. And then my pen is from Enabler's Outpost. And of course, all these folks will be listed down below. And then I have my tray from Bella Art Nicole. And then I have my paper cutter, my Elizabeth Ward storage containers, which I love. And one of them is a dupe. So I have two going because there's quite a few colors. And yes, okay, that's everything I'm using. Yes, you guys, oh my gosh, it's been so long. It's so weird when you haven't like caught up in a while. It's like, where do you even begin? I'm pretty good about trying to stick with my weekly whip-in chats and kind of, keep things going so we don't get behind, but it's just been a little crazy around here. All right, so okay, so let's talk about the event. Okay, I've talked a little bit about it. If you have any questions, please reach out to Randee and myself. Like I said, it's pretty straightforward. We wanted it to be easy, fun. Like I said, I'm still working on the same painting I've been working on in February. I felt like I needed to start my new painting because I'm kind of, a routine type of person. I like structure. I was like, you know what? But that's the cool thing about this event. There shouldn't be any rules. You should do what you want to do. And I wanted to finish this painting. So I was like, I'm going to do it. And I definitely wanted to get a video out for y'all today. My whip-in chats normally go out on Thursdays, but since today's the 1st, I wanted to do like an official, kickoff video for the event. So that'll be what this is. And I wanted to start the giveaways. So yeah, we're just jumping right in. Okay, so make sure and let me know, along with your comment, along with your magic word, let me know, how you guys are doing in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Where do we begin? I've got so much on my brain. I did take a few notes. Trying to think anything else mermaids and magic. If you have any other questions, just reach out. We have a lot of great sponsors. I did do an official announcement video where it kind of covered a lot of things, but I don't want this to be all about the event, the entire time, but we are super excited. So, and like I said, this is the official kickoff. So if you have any questions, reach out, let me know. And we'd love for you guys to join us. There is a hashtag. There is a Facebook group. So please join in and have some fun with this. And also welcome. I know there's a lot of folks that have made comments that this is their first event to ever do. So welcome. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's everything you want it to be. And I hope you enjoy yourself this month with us. Okay. That's what we want it to be. It's just a lot of fun, a lot of camaraderie, and, just a lot of, what's the word, you guys? Not social, but just like community, like love, the community love, y'all. That's what I think I'm looking for. All right, I think I'm done with this color. So let's talk about what has happened the last week or two. I mean, we'll pretty much scratch like week before last because I don't even remember. But let's start talking about what happened this last week. Okay, so last Wednesday, I was preparing for the retreat. So I did go to a crafting retreat. It's my second time to go to it. It is in Texas, and it's the Red Boot Retreat. And it's in Hillsboro, Texas, which is about an hour and a half from me. And I went last year, like I said, it was a lot of fun. I was like, I'm going to go again. And it was Thursday through Sunday. And this year, there was going to be a lot of new folks that I am friends with online that I've never met in person. So I was so excited to meet you guys, to meet these people and squeeze them and hug them and kiss on them. It was just so much fun. It was incredible. So Wednesday was kind of prepping, getting everything ready. Now Carly, who a lot of you might know on here, she's awesome. Carly was coming in from Maryland, and she was going to be coming in Wednesday night, the night before, because a lot of us were going to get together for dinner and kind of see everybody before the event started. And we, so I picked her up from the airport about 2, And I got to baggage claim and I was waiting for her. And she told me she had to stop in the restroom. And I was like, no problem. So I was waiting for her. And I know what she looks like because she was one of my Patreons. So we do like monthly Zooms. And yeah, so I knew what she looked like. So I was like, okay, I was looking for her. I knew she had gorgeous red hair. And I was like, where's she? So I look over and I see her. And she's like trying to creep and like hide, like tippy toe around some people trying to hide from me. It was so cute. And I was like, no, you don't. I see you. So I ran over there. We hugged. Oh my gosh, you guys. Carly is the absolute, the sweetest person. Kindest, just good-hearted. I mean, you guys, what a great person. So if you've seen her around the community, reach out. She's awesome. She's probably going to be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? You're talking about me. But sorry, Carly. I did ask everybody at the retreat before I left. I'm like, are you guys okay if I talk about you? If I do a open chat and I talk about you guys? They're like, yeah. So I kind of got, everyone's buy-in, but I don't think I ever asked Carly. I don't think she was at the table when I asked that question. But sorry, Carly. So I picked her up from the airport. I had my neighbor pick up Lou from school because it was right about pickup time. And all that went great. And so we headed back to my house. And she got to meet the puppers, and she got to meet 2 out of the 3 kids. She got to meet Lou, and she brought Lou a gift, which was so sweet. She got Lou a bath bomb, from Lush, which she loves. She hasn't used it yet, Carly, but she will. And I got one, and I got some Coverminders that she made. So really, really nice. So we came back. We were going to diamond paint. But we came up to my craft room and we were just visiting and chatting. And so we finally started diamond paint a little bit. We were both kind of prepping our canvases, like putting washi tape on them and kind of getting everything ready for our next paintings. And then we looked up and it was kind of time to head out. So we were going to be meeting Berta, Karen Scott, Cheryl, Alyssa, Carly, and then Lou and I. We were all going to have dinner together. Oh, that's what I meant to grab. I probably should go grab that real quick. I have a picture, you guys, from the restaurant. Get this. I didn't even know it, but it worked out so perfectly. I decided to take everybody to a Tex-Mex restaurant, so a Mexican restaurant with like a Texas, little side to it. And it happened to be National Margarita Day, and I had no idea. So margaritas were on sale. They had a photo, like a photo booth thing, and we all got pictures, and we got a group picture of all of us as we were leaving the restaurant. And they had props, but we didn't know that. They told us after, and we're like, we've already taken all of our pictures, but they printed off 7 for each of us. Lou even got one. It was just, we had the best time catching up with everybody. Berta was hilarious. So we walk in, and we're walking in, and we're kind of looking around to see if we see them. And I see Berta kind of standing near the bar, waiting for our table. And I turn around and she looks at me and I look at her, and y'all, she runs over like squealing, and she sees me and she hugs me. And then after she hugs me, she looks at me and she grabs my cheeks. She grabbed my face and she's like, it's you. It was the best hello. I love Berta. I love everybody, you guys, that I met. I mean, she made my day. I mean, I was so excited to meet her. She seemed very excited to meet me, and it just meant a lot. And it was exactly the way that I, envisioned it and wanted it to be. It was just so loving. And she is hilarious, you guys. I know a lot of you know who Berta is. She's hilarious. She's so spunky. I think that's a good term for her. Good description. She's freaking hilarious. Let's just put it that way. So, okay. So then, and Alyssa, who wasn't going to the retreat with us, but Alyssa Kaufman, she is, she's one of my Patreons. So I got to meet her for the first time at Craftably when we worked last weekend, and love Alyssa. And so that day I was like, okay, everyone's coming into town. Let's see who else would want to go to dinner. And I was like, oh my gosh, I should ask Alyssa. And she was able to meet us. So she actually got there first, and she put our name in because there was like, a lot of us. We were hoping that T-Ma and Jerry, her husband, Jerry, DP with Sparklers, would be able to join us, but they were still on the road. So I had enough seats for all of us, but they couldn't make it. But I got to meet Cheryl. I got to meet Karen and give her a big old hug. It was just so fun. We just were chatting and catching up and just laughing, and we just kept looking at each other going, I can't believe we are together. It was like one of those moments of like, this is crazy. We're actually in the same room. We're looking at each other. Karen is, I already knew this about her, obviously, because, you know, we've been together for a while. I say we've been together. We've been friends for a long time. And another just, you know, special person. There's some really, really special people in this community and some lifelong friends that I have made, whether I do YouTube or not. I will always have these people in my life, and I always want to be there for them, and they've always been there for me, and we just made some really, really special friendships. So, Karen, if you're watching, love you. I love everybody, you guys. It was just so much fun. I just want to make sure I don't leave anybody out because there was just so much going on at once. And okay, so we did dinner, and I need to go grab that picture. I don't know if I should pause and grab it. It's downstairs, but I need to show y'all our margarita picture. Actually, let me pause real quick and I'll go grab it because I want to show you guys the picture of all of us. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on one sec. Okay, I'm back. I looked everywhere and I can't find them. I think Lou, because we had two of them, I think she might have maybe grabbed one to show a friend, but yeah, I can't find them. I will insert, I'm going to keep looking. I got to find those pictures. Those are very special. I will insert a picture in here if I can find it. You guys, I wanted to find it so bad. It's the cutest picture. I'm so bummed. I was like, where is it at? I don't know. It was in my bedroom and it's not there anymore. So I think Lou must have taken it off my I don't know, off my dresser. But yeah, I will definitely insert that picture in here. But before, speaking of pictures, I found something else that I wanted to show you guys real quick. When I was at Craftably, weekend before last, one of my subscribers came to pick up her Craftably order, and she'd seen the live and she knew I was there, and her daughter showed up, and her daughter, who's 4, Ariana, drew me a picture and gave it to me. And y'all, I almost started crying. She was the cutest girl, the sweetest little girl. And I was going to show you guys the picture that she drew for me. Look at this cute picture. She signed it. She drew a mermaid for me. And here's the fish. Here's all the little fish. And there's a rock with some flowers on it. Look at you guys. I meant to show you this to you. I know. It means so much to me. So I had this in my craft room. But yes, thank you, Ariana. And April's her mom. So April, if you're watching, that was so sweet of you. It meant a lot to me. I felt like a celebrity. I was like, oh my gosh, someone drew a picture for me and dropped it off. It was just so cute. So, okay, let's get back to what I was talking about. Okay, so I'll try to find that picture. Oh my gosh, I've lost that picture, you guys. I'll be devastated. Oh my gosh. So I'll definitely, and if I can't find my photos, there's 2 of them. If I can't find them for some reason, I will have Berta or Alyssa or Karen or Carly. I know everybody got one. And I'll have somebody send me a picture of it, and I'll insert it in here. So we had dinner. We hung out for a couple hours. Lou wasn't feeling 100%, and Berta, she sat across from Berta, and Berta was like messing with her, and she kept having to go to the bathroom, and I was like, yeah, it's time to go. So we headed out because it was a school night, and took Carly to her hotel. She was staying about 20 minutes from my house, so not far. So we dropped off at her hotel, made sure she got in okay, and then headed back home. And then next morning, got everybody off to school. And then I picked up Carly about 10:30 in the morning on Thursday because we were not able to get to the retreat until 12. You couldn't get there before noon. So, and it was about an hour and a half away. So I know, and plus we had to stop and charge. And I just put that color away, you guys, and I just found more. Isn't that how it happens? Every time. Not every time, but it happens a lot. So, oh my gosh, my microphone is falling off my head. I have like a goofy little headband on that I clip my little microphone to, and it was going around my bun. If y'all could only see what I look like right now. Pretty crazy. So, all right, back to the story. Focus. We, all right, so the morning of, I had to pack up my car. So, Berta, if you heard my last whip and chat, I talked about the fish box. I thought she had sent me some live seafood. Her box, I had to get that in the car, and then I had to put Cheryl's Craftably order and T-Maw's Craftably order and Karen's Craftably order, and then I had my suitcase and my luggage and my diamond painting. So yeah, I was loaded up. So I got all that done, and then headed to pick up Carly. Picked her up about 10:30, and then we headed out. So we drove about 45 minutes in, and then I thought we were gonna have to stop to charge because I do have an electric vehicle, not electrical. Well, I guess it's electrical, but I have a electric vehicle, and so I had to. We were gonna stop and charge. I had it all kind of mapped out. We were gonna stop in Italy, Texas, you guys. There's a Paris, Texas, and an Italy, Texas. For those of you that may not know that. So yeah, we stopped in Italy, and we actually still pretty good on juice. We had quite a bit of juice left, so I was like, we might not need to, but we were gonna stop and get lunch because they told us to eat lunch because they were not gonna be providing lunch for us. So they said to grab some food on your way. So we were gonna stop and eat at Carl's Jr., but as we were looking for the charging station at the gas station, we ended up finding an Einstein Bagels. And Carly was like, Einstein's, I love them. I'm like, perfect. So I didn't really feel like a big heavy burger because it was still, it was only like 11:30. So we went to Einstein's, and it was inside of a gas station, which was kind of weird, but we got our bagel with some cream cheese. It was so good. And so we got in the car, ate for a few minutes, and then headed out. We got to the retreat about 12:30. I did not get lost because it's really out in the middle of nowhere, you guys. It's on a dirt gravel road. It's like a dead end road. And but I remember it from last year, so didn't get lost, made it there. Got there and got to say hi to everybody again. I got to meet Tima for the first time, and Jerry, and then of course, a lot of the other folks that I had, met last year, and then some new folks I had never met. So it was just so fun, you guys. If you have an opportunity to go to a retreat, I would definitely recommend it. I really would. It's and maybe, some people say they have like, social anxiety. I do too, definitely. And it's okay. Everybody is so welcoming. You can talk as much or as little as you want. You can go to your room and take a nap. You can go hide out for a little bit. You can stay in there all night. You can do whatever you want to do. My favorite part of the retreat is the food. The food at this place is so good. It's like down home cooking. Breakfast is self-serve, so they have like bagels and English muffins, and they even had waffle mix out with a little waffle maker if you wanted to do that. So you can eat breakfast whenever you want, and they always have coffee. And then lunch is served every day at 12:30. They ring like a dinner bell. It's so fun to just be waited on and not have to worry about your next meal and have to worry about the dishes and cooking. And then you eat dinner at 5:30. So it's just, the food is so good. They did a baked potato bar. They did taco salad. We had pasta one night, and there's always dessert at dinner. The desserts are really good. Just a lot of food, and it's just delicious. Absolutely delicious. So thank you to all the folks, Marissa, the Crafty Heifer, and the committee that put this on. Y'all do an amazing job. And then Marissa's sister, Tammy, if any of y'all are watching, thank you very, very much for everything. So well organized and planned and just perfect. So no issues. It was great. There was no drama, which I guess there's sometimes drama. I mean, I guess I can see that, you get a bunch of women together for 3 days. I guess something's going to happen, but yeah, it was drama free. Let's see. So this year it was assigned seating, which I really, really liked. I think it's a great idea because last year you kind of felt like you had to get there right at 12 and get your spot and sit next to who you wanted to sit next to. And it's like, I don't know. I think that creates a little bit of drama. So I was like, it's nice that there was assigned seating and they try to sit you next to people you know and maybe people you don't know, which is great. It's, that's one of the good things about these retreats is you get to meet new people. Because if you just sit next to people that you know, which is probably going to be your natural, thing to do, it's, you're just not going to meet anybody else. So I got to sit next to, Kara, the principal painter, and she was my roomie. She was my roommate. She sat to my left, and then I met a new lady that I did not know, Deborah, the Crafty Burner on Instagram. She was on my right, and then I got to sit across from Julia, or Julie. She goes by both. So hi, if you're watching. She is one of the ladies that does the Facebook, the VIP collage every week for the new releases. So yeah, her and Catherine Brown do it. So I got to meet Julia, and I did not know her. So we just laughed and cried, and our bellies hurt and our sides hurt from all the laughing. Okay, so let's see. Let me go back. So there was myself there, and then there was Kara to the left, and then after that there was Tima next to her, and then Jerry, and then across from me was Julia, and then next to Julia was Karen, and then Berta, and then Cheryl. So the only thing is, and Marissa felt bad because Marissa came over and she's like, I didn't know that you and Carly were close and that you guys were friends. I'm like, yeah. But Carly, she put Carly in a different table, but it was fine. Carly can get along with anybody. She's, like I said, just the sweetest. She got to meet some new friends. So, and of course, she'd come visit and we'd walk over there. You can mingle and you can move around. You can do whatever you want to do. It was Carly's birthday, so, which is so fun. We got to celebrate her birthday with her. So I brought her a birthday present. And I just think it's so fun that she, that we got to celebrate her birthday with her and, spend that special day. And they made her feel very special. They surprised her. They had a birthday tiara. So she got to wear that. And it was actually someone else's birthday a few days after the retreat. So they did a Mad Hatter party, like Alice in Wonderland themed party. And a lot of folks wore hats and they had cake and decorated. It was just, yeah, really, really nice. So we got to celebrate both of their birthdays. So let's see. What am I forgetting? So we got there. We got set up. Friday, Kara, the principal painter. Awesome roommate. Perfect. No drama. Came home. My husband's like, how'd it go with Kara? I'm like, good. I got nothing for you. I got nothing. She is so nice. And, Kara and I already knew each other, but we'd never stayed together in a room. But we have similar routines as far as like bedtime and getting up. And so she would set an alarm for us and we'd get up or not get up. We'd sleep in a little bit after she hit snooze. And she, we had our toiletries in a bathroom, so you weren't like waking up your roommate if you like stay up late. But yeah, she would go to bed around the same time. We'd get up around the same time. We would chat in our room and catch up. So yeah, we had a lot of laughs and I'm really happy that she was my roommate. I love Kara. So, yeah, and like I said, we also were sitting next to each other, so we had a good time. And so Friday, I had signed up for a massage. Y'all, they brought in a masseuse. They had a room set up to do massages. They had the table, the music, the whole 9 yards. So I originally had signed up for a 30-minute massage, but once I saw the sign-up sheet and a lot of people were doing 60, I was like, yeah, let's do 60. So I got a 60-minute massage on Friday after lunch. I mean, right as I got finished eating lunch, they called my name. I was like, oh, perfect. So I had a full belly and I got to get a massage. It felt so good. I did have to tell her at one point and she felt me flinch. She was getting in and digging into my ribs and I didn't like it. I was like, that hurts. And she's like, yeah, you have muscles there you didn't even know you had. I'm like, yeah, let's leave those there. Let's not mess with those. But she was like digging in between each rib. Oh, just talking about it. I was like, I can't. So the other side she didn't do as hard, but she was great. Probably one of the best massages I've ever had. So that was really fun and a treat to have, a massage done. And then, let's see. Then we went for a walk, Friday afternoon, I think. Yeah, I think it was Friday. We went for a walk. We just kind of, handful of us just walked up, to the main road down the gravel path and just walked back. I had only brought flip-flops. So I really wasn't prepared to like go on a long walk, but y'all, the weather was kind of crappy. Yeah, it was kind of a bummer. I mean, we were inside most of the time, so it didn't really matter, but I was kind of hoping for some of the folks that were in town would get some nice, sunny Texas weather and, get a break here and there and, step outside and go for a walk. But it was kind of cold and kind of gray. Yeah, so it wasn't, and of course, right when everybody left, it got sunny again. I was like, yeah, of course. So unfortunately, no one got to really experience like really pretty sunny Texas weather, but they said it was definitely warmer than where they were from, like, Karen being in Michigan. Yeah. So, but yeah, a lot of folks got massages. We went for a little walk. And then what else happened on Friday? I think that was it. And then on Saturday, we got on an interesting topic. Now, I don't want you to leave me. I mean, I can wait if y'all want to pause the video. I'm probably going to tell you something that you may not know, because Kara didn't know and she had to go look it up. If you don't know, again, I'll wait if you want to pause it, if you want to go check it out. But we got on the topic of Christopher Lovell, or Lovell, however you say his name. He is the artist with DAC, right? He is quite attractive. I'm just going to put it out there right now, y'all. If you haven't looked him up, you might want to go do that. Okay, just go check it out. You're welcome. You're very welcome. For those of you that know, right? Well, we got on the topic of, you get a bunch of ladies together. We're going to talk about the guys, right? So we got on the topic of Christopher Lovell. And we were like, oh, he's good looking. Julie and I were both like saying how hot he was. And Kara was like, what? We're like, oh my gosh, you need to go look him up. So she looked him up and she's like, whoa. So we were dying laughing. about him, and we were looking at his Instagram, and there was crotch photos with a blown out crotch. Y'all, it just kept going and going and going. It was like we just could not stop, and we were laughing so hard. And so then we go for a liquor store run, and because we needed some more wine, and so that probably could have had something to do with it, you know, with the laughs and giggles. But so then we come back from the liquor store run, because you have to go into town. It's like 20 minutes. So Deborah and let's see, Carly and Karen and Julia and myself all went to the liquor store. We got some stuff for everybody, because they do midnight margaritas every retreat. They do them on Friday night. So they were out of something, tequila, I think, for like Saturday night. So we're sitting there and we're talking about Christopher Lavelle, and we got on the topic and the subject of, wouldn't that be fun to have him on a live? Like he would ever, you know, do that. But hey, you never know, right? So we decided that if any of us could ever get him on a live, that the three of us would be on there, right? And do a live with him. Y'all, I mean, I don't own any of his paintings. I've never bought one of his paintings. They're just not my style, but he's my style. Y'all, I'm sorry, but wow. So I decided to send him a message on Instagram and ask him if he would like to join me on one of my lives as my guest. And they were all like, no, you're not. I'm like, yeah, I am. Why not? It doesn't hurt to ask, you know? All he's going to say is no, or never read it, which is essentially what has happened. But that's okay. It's okay. I can take rejection, you know? It's okay. He hasn't even read it yet, so maybe he will read it. Forgot to tell y'all this part, which I did not know going into this retreat. I'm just giving y'all all the scoop. Not only is he good looking, and on his Instagram profile pic, it's him painting with shirtless. Okay, you're welcome. And he has a British accent. So let's just put that on top of his looks. Are you kidding me right now? I was like, no. Yeah, and I didn't know he had a British accent. So that just topped it off. So I was like, okay, I don't even know what I would say to him if he ever were to come on a live. I would just be like, and I told the girls, I'm like, I would just be drooling, and I would have to like wipe my mouth, and we were just laughing so hard. We were all just dying. We were just dying, you guys. It was so funny. But so I did send him a message, and I haven't checked today, but I think I checked yesterday to see if he had read it, and it's unread. So it may never come to fruition. But you know what? It doesn't hurt to ask. You know, I'm doing whatever I need to do for y'all, right? I'll take one for the team. You know, I figured it would be good to do, you know, good for everybody's, you know, all them thirsty ladies out there, right? Yeah. So we'll see. Stay tuned. I'll keep y'all updated and posted. I don't think he'll ever respond, and that's okay. I still love you, Christopher Lavelle. Lovell, however you say his name. I'm not into your artwork necessarily, but I do like your art. Yeah. It's just, yep. So, yeah. So if you want to finish watching this video, my video, that'd be great, but you might have to go check him out if you haven't seen him yet. Okay? Just go take a little peek, little sneaky peek. So that was the Christopher Lavelle story. Like I said, our sides were hurting when we peed our pants, just laughing and scrolling and looking at pictures and just going back and forth and bantering back and forth about him. So really, really good girl time. It was definitely needed. And I haven't really talked about that yet, but I did notice when I was there, and since I've been coming back, since I've been back home, I know in my last whip and chat, I told you guys I was struggling, just mental health and just how I was feeling. And I didn't get a chance to thank you guys. So thank you for all of you that reached out, sent awesome messages. It's really what I needed to hear. It was a good pep talk that I needed. I was trying to have one with myself, but it's always nice to hear from other people and go, okay, I can do this. And I have been feeling so much better afterwards. Yep. I put my big girl panties on, and I just have made some changes. I'm getting dressed every day. I'm trying to, get out and take a walk. And those little changes have made a really, really big difference. So thank you all very much. And I meant to tell you that earlier. So that was very, very needed and very helpful. So I am feeling tons better. I felt like this retreat was almost like a reset button, kind of what I needed. I think I just needed a break from everything from life, maybe just for a few days, right? And just escape and come back and go, okay, come back refreshed. So that's what's really good about these retreats, you know? You just get to, you just rejuvenate. It was very rejuvenating. Maybe it was a massage. So, yeah. So that was Saturday. And then, I also, so for those of you that don't know, again, you get a bunch of ladies together and things happen. And I can't give away all the secrets, but the topic of DP did come up, you know, diamond painting or other things it can stand for. And there was someone in a group that didn't know what that meant. And I wasn't going to say it out loud because that's really uncomfortable and embarrassing. So I was like, I'll whisper it. So I got to whisper in someone's ear what else DP stands for. So that happened. So it was just a fun-filled weekend, you guys. It just really, really was. It was so needed. So like I said, they fed us lunch and dinner. And then on the last day, on Sunday, they did feed us breakfast. It was like a brunch. So it wasn't just self-service. It was like, you know, pancakes and quiche and all the things. But the food is so good. And the people there are really nice. They do have cattle on their land. You can hear the cows mooing outside when you go outside. And I think 2 of their cows had babies while we were there. And they let you name the babies if you're there when babies are born. So we did a little poll and we all got to pick baby names for the little babies, little baby cows, little calves. So that was fun. But it was a great weekend. Really, really was. Speaking of retreats, for those of you that want more information, I know that it was brought up in a live, and I know a lot of people will ask, you know, where can we get information about retreats? I feel like I find out about them and they're already filled up. So I felt like there was a need. And so I was trying to see who may kind of take that on as like a, you know, create a central location for retreats, not events, but retreats. And Ashley, AH Diamond Art on YouTube, she has a channel. She had reached out to me and said, are you planning on doing this or do you mind if I do it? And I'm like, I'd love for you to do it. Thank you. I just didn't know if I could do a good job with it. And I was kind of hoping someone else would, you know, maybe step up that was better at it than me. And yeah, she asked me for some names of some folks that are on committees that host retreats. And I need to follow up with her. But she said she was going to create something. I don't know if it's a Facebook group. So I'm sorry I don't have more information, but it is being worked on, if not already created. So we're going to get that fixed up for y'all so everybody can, you know about retreats that, you know, wants to go to them. I am signed up for the Great Lakes Escape Retreat in June in Ohio. And Randee and I are both on the wait list. I think she's like number 3, and I'm like number 5. So we're close. We're super close. I hope we can get in. Everybody at the retreat seems to think we might have a chance. So we'll see. So I would love that. This retreat that we go to, the only one I've ever been to, is a no frills retreat, which basically means there's no swag bags, no classes, no like Secret Santa stuff. We did get t-shirts and there was a group photo of all of us. So I might pop in some pictures if I have time. I know Tammy was awesome. Marissa's sister, she is a great photographer and she's got a wonderful filter and she always takes pictures. And I know some of you may have seen some of the pictures on Instagram, but I will try to maybe put some in here if I can and show you the group. So yeah, I'm in the back because I was, I guess, one of the taller ones, but Kara, y'all, if you don't know, Kara is super tall, super tall. And of course she always gets put in the back, and she even like starts to go in the back before they even say anything. She's like, I know, I go in the back. So yeah. Let's see. So we left the retreat. We had to be out of there. So they served breakfast at 9 on Sunday, and then we had to be out of there by like noon. But I knew I had to get Carly back to. She was flying out, and then so was Julia. So I gave her and Carly a ride to the airport. We did have to stop. It was so sad. We had to say goodbye to everybody, you guys. We had to say goodbye. to everybody. I got teary-eyed. I was like, no, I don't, it's just hard. It's really hard. But I cherish the time that we spent together. We know each other even better than we did before. So that can't be taken away, It's just, we built our relationships even closer and deeper. So yes. So yeah, we had to say goodbye. And then we headed out, and I needed to charge my car because we did not charge going there, and I needed to charge going back, especially, heading to the airport. So we all hopped in the car, loaded everything up, and headed out. Now, when we were heading out, we had to go down a dirt road for quite some time. It was kind of scary. That's what the directions were telling us to do. It's like not the way I came in, but that's the way it was telling us to go out. And my car, you guys, was caked with this, it looked like milk had been poured on the back of my car. It was like white, soupy, I don't know what it was, dust and dirt and water. And it was really gross because it was super foggy Sunday morning, like creepy foggy. And here we are in this dirt road in the middle of nowhere. It's foggy. It was like a horror movie scene, but at least I was with two friends. So we weren't alone, but we're like, this is not good. And if it would have been at night, I can't even imagine. There was no lights, no street light. I mean, you're out in the middle of nowhere. So, but we finally got on a regular paved road. But my car was like totally dirty, which I got to do a car wash myself. I got to wash my own car when I got back on Monday. So I did that Monday. But so we stopped back in Italy, and we stopped and charged for about 20 minutes. And then we headed to the airport. But on the way to the airport, Carly found out that her flight was canceled. And we're like, oh no. So, and Julia's flight was fine. Her flight was good. So Carly, we were trying to figure out what to do. And she just said, you know what? I'll be okay. It's just a couple hours to wait. And I was like, oh, I felt so bad leaving her at the airport. But I'm about 45 minutes from the airport my house is. So we just thought it really wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to go back to my house and then bring her back to the airport. So she stayed there, you guys. And then she had a layover, for like 4 hours. Poor girl did not get home till Monday morning. So she checked in with me, telling me she finally made it home. And I was like, just now? Like, is this message delayed? I could not believe how long it took her to get home. So bless her heart, she was exhausted, but she was able to get some sleep. And yeah, so she finally made it home. And then everybody, of course, I missed that color again. And then everybody was awesome. They were all kind of checking in we have a Facebook group for the retreat. And we were just all kind of checking in with each other, going, made it home. I made it home. Everyone checking in. So you got to see that everybody made it home. Berta finally made it home. It took her a while. And yeah, so everybody made it home safe and sound in one piece. And I got home by the time I dropped everybody off the airport, and then I had to stop at a McDonald's on the way home because I had to pee so bad. I was like, I can't, because when you walk in the house, dogs, kids, husband, I was like, I kind of need to I need to go to the bathroom now. So I stopped at McDonald's like 20 minutes from my house, and I had to go pee real quick. So I did that. And then got home about 2, and I actually wasn't tired. I mean, I didn't stay up super late. I tried to keep, a good routine because I didn't want to come home like totally exhausted. So, yeah, I feel like I did a good job when I was there. I, got to sleep in. I didn't stay up super late. So it was good. Like I said, it was super low key, laid back. You could just do whatever you wanted to. So I think the latest I ever stayed up was like 11:30 or so. Maybe almost midnight, but that was like the latest. But some people stayed up till like 4 a.m. I was like, y'all are crazy. Crazy. But they would like take naps and sleep in. And so I got home and I thought about doing the live, but I was like, no, I can't. I've already been gone from my family for, 3 days. And so just kind of hung out with everybody, started talking about, oh man, I started to clean up the house, you guys. Love my husband. And he did a great job with the kids, but he essentially made sure they were fed. And yeah, the dishes, the dishwasher was still as I left it. It needed to be, emptied. Clean dishes in there, sink full of dishes. Laundry, hadn't been done. Stuff everywhere. So I just spent a few hours kind of like cleaning up because it was driving me crazy. So I kind of picked up a little bit, and then, started thinking about dinner because it was a school night. Yeah. So Monday rolled around, got everybody off to school, and then I had to wash my car. It was disgusting. It was so bad. And then I had to go to, Monday was crazy. I had to go to the grocery store. I had to do laundry. I did laundry on Sunday. I had to do dishes. Yeah, I just felt like there was a lot. So, yeah, it was just busy, you know, just trying to catch up from being gone, but it was good. I was okay with it all. Like I said, it was good to see everybody. My little puppy, Ollie, looks bigger. He's a big boy. He looked a lot bigger. And I'm like, how did he get bigger after just 3 days? But yeah, and then my husband had to leave for out of town Tuesday morning. Like at 6 o'clock in the morning he left because he goes, you know, he travels for work during the week. And yeah, he left me. I was like, bye, honey. Good to see you for a day. So, yep, he had to head out. Got everybody off to school. And like I said, Monday was just, you know, catching up. And then Tuesday, so yesterday, I went to Costco because Monday was just like the regular grocery store. I sometimes I think I can do both in one day, but I just can't. I can't do the grocery store and Costco all in one day. It's just too much, you guys. Ugh, I just have to like break it up into pieces. So yesterday I actually stopped by. I went to Starbucks in the morning, and then I stopped by Randee's house. Yes, we got to hang out for a couple hours. I brought her a coffee, and we had brought her some little breakfast from there, and we got to hang out. And I had some gifts to give her. I had you know, some giveaways for this event that were mailed to me. No sense in like mailing it, you know, to her and me. You know, we're just so close to each other. And so I dropped off her Munimade trays for her to ship out, and then we got to catch up because I had not seen her in a while. So I feel so much better that I got to see my best friend. And then after I left her house is when I went to Costco. And I went to her Costco by her house, and it's different than the one I normally go to. So I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. Did that, and then ran by Walgreens, picked up some prescriptions, and then it was time to go pick up Lou. So the day kind of flew by. Yeah, which is good. That's my new thing, as I'm really trying to be busier, get my shit done, you know, not just like lay around and be a slug. I'm really, because it makes me feel better when I get stuff done around the house. There's a sense of accomplishment. It's cleaner, it's tidier, because I think I read somewhere, and I may have already said this to y'all, but it's like tidy room, tidy room, tidy mind. And I definitely think that's how my brain works. When things are like messy, my brain gets messy, you know? It just, I function better when things are kind of straightened up, and it really causes a lot of anxiety when things are kind of out of place. And I still have a lot of things, don't get me wrong. I got a ton of shit that's not done. You know, Lou's clothes, my daughter Lou, her clothes are just everywhere. She sleeps in the guest room. She's got clothes in there. She's got clothes in her room. They're all over the floor, and getting ready in the morning is always chaotic. So today I'm like, maybe I'll find the energy, and, you know, I was going to do this first, and I was like, maybe I'll find the energy and the, you know, put on some music, put on a whip and chat, put on something, and just try to organize her clothes. So that is my goal for today. After getting this done, I was like, hey, gotta do this. And then, not gotta, but I want to. And then I'm going to try to, you know, get that done. So let's see, what else happened? So Monday, I also took, poor Ryan, my 17-year-old, has been struggling. Y'all know, if you've been following my channel, you know, he does have, you know, he struggles with mental health, and he has some challenges with that. And so it's almost manifesting, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor, but that's what we're trying to figure out. His anxiety about going to school and things like that is manifesting physically. And he's been getting stomach issues and feeling sick and throwing up and just physically, you know, having physical pain now. And I'm like, okay. So we took him to the pediatrician on Monday afternoon after he got out of school. And I said, you know what? I think it's because you're not eating good, and you're not sleeping well, and you're not taking care of yourself, but maybe it is something wrong. Maybe you have an ulcer, you know, let's go take a look. So took him to see her, and we kind of talked about everything. And I was worried about his weight because he doesn't eat. That day of the doctor's appointment, he had not eaten all day, and here it was 4 o'clock. So I worry about him, you guys. It's one of those things, he's almost 18, and I kept thinking he doesn't need me, right? But age doesn't mean someone doesn't need you. He does need me. And that's why I've been trying to be a little more present lately, because I see that he needs me. He needs me to remind him to eat. Because he suffers from, depression and anxiety, and he's struggling. And he's not eating, and he's not taking a shower, and he's not sleeping well, and all the things that I thought, at that age you should be able to handle by yourself. But no, he definitely needs my help. And so the doctor, we kind of talked about everything. He's not, he hasn't been taking his depression medication on a regular basis like he should, especially on the weekends. You know, the weekends are always kind of off because he doesn't, you know, wakes up late and he's not, you know, it's not the usual routine, right? So your medication kind of gets forgotten about. But she said, you've got to take your medication every day. You know, that will help because he's very, very, it's always sad. You know, it's like one of the ways to describe it. He just seems very sad all the time. And I'm trying to help him. So things are getting better. He showered this morning. But the doctor did say she doesn't feel like it's anything that needs like a ultrasound or an x-ray. She feels like it's just, you know, could be a little stomach bug that he had. Sure enough, it could be because of anxiety. So she's like, please take your medication. Please try to eat in the morning. She did give us a prescription for Zofran, which is anti-nausea. And then she also prescribed, not prescribed, but she told us about an over-the-counter Prevacid, I think it is. It's for like heartburn and like pain problem, you know, stomach problems. And then she also recommended some gummies, some fiber, like vitamin gummies. And she said they have those at Costco. So that's why I went to Costco yesterday to get him. So I loaded him up. I went to Walgreens yesterday, got his medication. I also found a little pill organizer, right? So, because right now he forgets to take his medicine. It's just in a bottle. So I have it on the counter. I filled it up yesterday with his little gummies and his, you know, Zoloft and his Prevacid, all the things. So I was so proud of him this morning. He took a shower after me asking him several times, but he finally took a shower. And then I went over and I made sure he took his medicine, and he actually had a little bit of a smoothie. I bought some strawberry banana smoothie at the store, trying to find something that he would eat because he doesn't like to eat in the morning. He's not hungry. And yeah, so we are trying to get him going, y'all. I mean, between the psychiatrist once a month, his therapist every Saturday, and then now seeing the pediatrician, we are going to get him feeling better. That's my goal, right? And it might not be that he's perfect, right? And I'm not looking for that. I just want to do what I can as his mother and help him in any way that I can, because I want him to be happy. However that looks like for him, but I want him to be happier. So yes, it's kind of what, you know, dealing with him. And yeah, so that's kind of an update on Ryan. Lou is something else. My mother-in-law is amazing. So when I left Wednesday to go out of town, my husband was actually still out of town too. So I didn't even get a chance to see him when I left. I left and then he came home like several hours later. So my mother-in-law came over, hung out with Lou until my husband got home, and they went to Ulta, and they looked at makeup and skincare. So, and then she said that her and Lou have a new hobby, and that is makeup. She said she's so knowledgeable. I'm like, she really is, y'all. That girl's something else. She is something else. She loves her makeup and all the things, and I don't know what any of it is. It's just total opposite of me, which is pretty funny. So, all right, that's kind of an update. Diamond painting stuff. If y'all did not know, Jaded Gem Shop, I wanted to mention her real quick. She, you know, had a flood where she stores all her diamond paintings, where her headquarters are at, and she needed some help to recoup some of the equipment that was lost in the flood and things like that. So if you have not ordered from her, please do. Kara and I actually, during the retreat, were talking about it, and we went on and we ordered a mini, I say mini, it's like a little baby cross-stitch conversion diamond painting kit. So we both got the Ladybug because she's never done one. I haven't done one yet. I've already gotten a bigger one from Jade, one of the princess panels. But I thought it'd be fun to maybe try the little one before I go in with the big one. So yeah, Kara and I might even do like a little, you know, cross-stitch conversion for dummies type of thing. Who knows? Because we're both like clueless. And I know a lot of you don't know about it either and maybe curious. So maybe we'll do something together when we get our kits. So be looking for that. But yeah, things are, you know, they're good. So things that are coming up. I do plan on going live this Sunday. So yes, unless something happens, I do plan on going live. I missed you guys because like I said, it's been a couple Sundays since I've missed. So that will be this Sunday. And then I'm going out of town again. Oh my gosh, but this time with my family. We are going, it's spring break. Spring break is in March. It's coming up. And yeah, it's like Tuesday. So we're going to Disney. We're going back to Disney World. We always go for spring break with another family, with one of our really good friends and their kids. We rent a house, and it's so fun. It's actually better than us going by ourselves because it's always fun when you're with another family. The kids don't fight as much. They have someone else to hang out with. We have another set of parents to chill with and talk to, and our friends. It just makes it a better time. We've done this, oh gosh, I don't know, 5 times now, I think, last 5 years, I think. But we used to spend, we used to have our own hotel, but then last year we did a house, and it was really fun. So this time we're going to do the same thing. Actually, it's a hotel room, but it's a bigger one. So yeah, but we're all going to be together. We're going to share. So it's going to be fun. And we leave on next Tuesday, you guys. So I will make sure that for next week's Whip and Chat, I will definitely put in, the winner and all that stuff, and I'll film it in advance. So I won't skip anything. Okay. Speaking of, are y'all ready for the magic word? I almost forgot. So here's what I want you to put in your comments in a sentence, okay? To be eligible for the Munimade trays that I will make the announcement for next week. Now, if you're interested in winning and you want to try to win them, put the word believe. Do you believe that mermaids are real? That's kind of what I was thinking. Kind of as a Polar Express theme too, but it's not Christmas. But I'm thinking mermaids. Do you believe? I kind of want to believe they're real. I don't know. I've never seen one or ever seen evidence of one, but wouldn't that be cool if they were real? So let's do believe. BELIEVE. So I before E except after C. Yeah, believe. So put that in a sentence somewhere, you guys. And you'll be eligible for the Munimade trays. Yes. So that's next week. I'll be gone. Let me look at my calendar. We leave Tuesday the 7th, and we'll be back on the following Tuesday the 14th. So I will be gone for a week. I will not have a live on the 12th because I'll be at Disney then. So I will go live definitely this Sunday since I'm going to be missing the next Sunday. And then, I'll update y'all on the Disney trip and all that stuff. But again, I'll make sure that I do my Whip and Chat before I leave. So that way, y'all can keep up with the prizes and we can keep Mermaids and Magic going, right? Keep it going. All right, y'all. I think that's it. I don't know how long we've been going. It feels like about an hour, give or take. But I feel like I talked 90 miles a minute. Is that a thing? 90 miles a minute? Anyways, I feel like I talked a lot. Hope I didn't go too fast. I hope I wasn't all over the place. But I really, really miss catching up with you guys. And I hope you guys are doing okay. Make sure and let me know. 1, I worry about you. 2, I'm nosy. I want to know all the things. So make sure and update me, okay? I need to put my color away before I do that. That's not good, y'all. I almost poured another color into a tray with another color. Let's see. If y'all have enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. They really, really do help the algorithms and all that stuff with YouTube and recommendations. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this. And then if you have not subscribed, it's free. So there's a little subscribe button down below. Click on that. And then click on that notification bell right next to it. And that way you'll be notified whenever I post up any new videos. Alrighty. That's it. I'm going to say goodbye. Okay. Love you guys so much. Take care. I'm probably going to dime paint for another few minutes. Probably not long. I'm actually hungry. What time is it? Yeah, it's 10:30. I'm hungry for some breakfast. So I think I'm going to stop, go get some breakfast. And, I need to start editing this first before I go eat. And that way I'll get this up for y'all today. But yeah, so happy everyone's joining us for Mermaids and Magic. And yeah, definitely go put progress photos and all that good stuff. Oh, one more thing. There is not a Google entry form. So you don't need to do anything to start the event. Just start working away. And then, there will be a Google exit form to show that you've completed at least a 30 by 40 section to be eligible for the grand prize. And I'll put that up as it gets, closer to the end, like mid event. I'll make sure and put that up. So if anyone wants to post their end photos, you can do that. And yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully I covered it all. I'm so glad y'all are joining us. I can't believe we're doing it again. It's so fun. I'm really looking forward to this month and this event. So, all right. Love you guys so much. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.